Greetings, I'm Mr. Koshi and today I'm gonna teach you how to make a map. Well, not right from the beginning, but I'm gonna tell you what to keep in mind while making it. So very many mappers that are starting mapping are not actually aware of what map should be. They just go into the editor, they put some random circles and sliders, how they feel like they should be placed, and they just go along with it. And they send that 30-second map to me, and they say, is it any good? What can I improve? Well, your map fucking sucks, and that's probably you got this video, and I'm gonna tell you why your map sucks. So your map sucks because it lacks one or more of the pillars of Beatmap. That's something I didn't hear anywhere, something I came up with myself, kinda. I mean, I learned about every aspect, every pillar of a Beatmap, but I actually didn't see any video or posts actually saying about this. So here is my video, and I'm trying to I will try to explain this mindset, these pillars of a Beatmap. So pillars of a Beatmap are those four aspects of a Beatmap that makes a Beatmap good. That makes it enjoyable, looking nice, and so on and so on. So I'm gonna minimize my webcam to my right corner, and here's me fucking Photoshop. So I prepared something for you, a simple visualization about the topic. So a bitmap. You have a bitmap, and a bitmap consists of four things. First, and probably the most broad thing, the most important, is structure. And structure is actually something that many people do not understand, because the definition actually changes from person to person. It's not that easy to explain it in a brief sentence, but I'm gonna try anyway. So a structure for me is how patterns and your objects relate to each other. If the map as a whole makes sense, if the objects are not too unique, they have a relation to previous and next objects, and that's how I mean, you make a good structure while listening to the song, while just knowing where to put what and how to arrange it, in a way that makes sense to every other object you placed in this map. It's very complicated, honestly, but I'm gonna make a next video where I explain and show you how to design a structure of a map. I mean, design in your head, and then you just try to stick it while mapping. So this is a first pillar of a bitmap, a structure. The second is rhythmical accuracy. This is, I mean, I call it like that, but the more appropriate word maybe would be just a proper rhythm. It's designed, it's made when you listen to the song. It's not quite structured because you listen to every single sound there is in the song, and you try to come up with fun and nice things, how to visualize it, I guess. So if you have a part of the song where there is constant drumming, 1/4, right, and there is some guitar, then you need to keep in mind that every single tick, every 1/4 tick is gonna be used. I mean, if you want to be 100% accurate, it's not always, you shouldn't always do that, but most of the time, yes. And if you're not gonna do this, people will say that your map is undermapped, and if you abuse it and put circles or sliders on the sounds that are basically inaudible, then people will say that your map is overmapped. So to be 100% accurate, and it's the best way in my opinion, is to put every sound to use. So put a circle, put a slider, and where is a sound. And there are some ways you can make an more interesting map while a bit overmapping, but we're gonna cover that in separate video about rhythmical accuracy. So yes, we already learned that 100% rhythmical accuracy is the best way, and to do that you need to listen very carefully to the song. The third pillar of a good beat map is aesthetics, or actually are aesthetics maybe. And this pillar is very subjective sometimes, but you can easily make a decent aesthetics while just sticking to just some general rules, like recognize blankets where they are blankets, but just put into a messy format. Like I will show you in aesthetics video. That's gonna be a lot of videos, but this is just an overview on what I'm gonna do. Aesthetics. Recognize blankets. Basically, if there is a messy overlap, try to stack it or just move it away so it doesn't overlap in a very inconsistent and messy way with another objects in past or future, right? And I was saying, yeah, stacks and blankets, and that's basically it. If you do not stack or blanket, then just move the object away, and it's gonna be mostly clean. Yeah, so just there are more ways to make an aesthetic maps. The more techniques, like making very linear patterns, like very constructed. Some people just like to put random jumps and they call it it plays fine, what you're talking about, but it's not fine. Everything needs to have a place, needs to have a purpose, right? So you just use whether it's follow points or just approach circle to make the placement aesthetic and calculated, right? So this is aesthetics. And the fourth and final pillar of a good beat map is actually consistency. So something that can be easily done if you go back and see what you did. So if you use, let's say, only curved sliders for less intense parts of the songs, and only sharp sliders for more intense part of the song, then just stick to it, right? If you made a rhythm like tam ta ta tam tam, and there is later in the song the same exact rhythmical pattern, then it's only fair that you make it or map it in the same way, right? That's consistency, visual consistency and rhythmical consistency. So as you see, every pillar relates to each other, and every pillar needs to be there for a map to be good, right? So that's it. That's the overview on the pillars of beat mapping. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today, and go back and see videos about each of those topics, right? I'm gonna make a video about structure, rhythmical accuracy, aesthetics, and consistency in the future. Maybe even today, if I have enough water to drink. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.